So we have 3 Premier League games left to play of this season, and we are currently sat third place in the table. We play Newcastle on Monday night, which means when I click continue a few more times, we might be a little bit further away from Man City, and Man United might actually be champions. However, if both of those teams lose, which is, I would say, possible. Is it possible? I mean, it obviously is possible. Who are they playing? So Man United are playing Southampton and Man City are playing Luton. Man City are probably going to win. Man United probably going to win, let's be honest. Let's see what happens, shall we? Right, a lot of goals were scored. Southampton and Man United drew. Man City beat Luton. Is that good? I mean, it's good if we want to try and win the league, although I don't think we can catch them anymore. We can't catch them, can we? We can catch them. We've got 9 points. So I can't believe we're trying to do this maths. If we win all 3 games that we have left to play, we'll be on 81 points, which means we have to expect and hope Man United lose both of their games, or lose 2 and draw 1, or lose 1 and draw 1. It's possible. It's not likely to happen, but it's possible. The worrying thing, Chelsea have kind of pulled themselves into this battle. So have Liverpool. Arsenal are also in it. So are Newcastle. Spurs, I think, are out now, aren't they? Are Spurs out of this? They can get themselves on to 72. So Spurs probably can't catch us. Good. The starting lineup for the Newcastle game then will be Martinez in goal, Goldson, Torres, Mings and Dean in defence, Dougie Luiz, Kamara and Sanka in midfield, Diaby, Doku and Gerassi leading the lines. We have a lot of goals throughout this team, which is very, very good. Problem is, they're kind of, sometimes when they're really good, they're really good. They score lots of goals. When they're not good, we're not good as a team. We've got 11 goals from Sanka, 10 from Diaby, 15 from Gerassi, 10 from Rooney, 11 from Ramsey, 10 from Wilson. Most of those are in Europe, but still, Callum Wilson scored 10 goals in a Villa shirt, everybody. I didn't mention this at the start of this episode, but we have obviously played a few matches off camera as well. We've got to the Europa League semi-final where we are playing Fiorentina. We have drawn the first leg 1-1, which means we might find ourselves in a final of a European competition for a second season in a row, and we might knock out Fiorentina at the semi-finals, which is just ridiculous. We also managed to beat Red Bull Salzburg 8-7 on aggregate because I played a 100% rotated side for it, because I'm focusing on the league. We've got 20 minutes on the clock and we've got a highlight. Kamara to Gerassi. I'm pretty sure he was offside. Doku can't score that one anyway somehow. I think Gerassi was offside. We're seeing VAR, which shows us nothing, or goal line technology, which shows us nothing, because the camera angle's useless. It also didn't matter because Gerassi was offside, so even if it did cross the line, wouldn't have counted. Todibo with a free kick in a very questionable position. Not really sure what's going to do here. Pass it to Gerassi. Do you know what? I thought he was going to do that as well. Douglas Luiz with the ball to Kamara. Gerassi collects it. He's hit the underside of the bar. Oh, this might be one of those days. It might be one of those days where we are just never going to score. We do need to win all 3 games. Realistically, we need to win all 3 games. We've got Newcastle now. We then play Leeds, which I think of the 3 games is the most winnable. And then we finish off against Chelsea, who are basically chasing us at the moment. So that match could be massive for them. I'm hoping by the time we play Chelsea, they're kind of out of the picture. It is Newcastle with the ball. We've got literally seconds left to play in the first half. They are coming forward though. It is Anthony Gordon. His effort is blocked. It's going to be a corner, which we are going to see before the half-time whistle goes then. Kieran Trippier is the man to go over to take it towards Gordon at the front post. Sanket needs to get it clear and does so and end the match. There we go. Right, 0-0 at half-time. It's been fairly uneventful, actually, hasn't it? If we're not going to win if we don't shoot. We're not going to win if we don't shoot. It seemed to work as a team talk. Straight into the second half. Doku's on a 6.4, 6.5. We probably need to bring you off Ramsey, obviously being the like-for-like replacement, because he's got back to scoring lots of goals, by the way. Right, that's Doku's day done. Ramsey is going to be coming on. We're also going to do Douglas Luiz for Cassidy, and then... No, that way round. Apparently makes the most sense. Just 2 changes after the hour. Still 0-0. Still very little going on. There's been 1 shot on target out of 8 so far, and it's taken 70 minutes. It's a free kick for Newcastle. Smith Rowe at the back post. Sanket clears it. Torres, the centre-back, can now go for a little break of his own. I'm worried, because if there's a counter-attack coming on, we are missing one of our best players. Pau Torres on the ground to nobody. Awful pass. I mean, you're not a passer. Cassidy goes for goal. It's taken a deflection off Botman. The ball finds its way into the bottom corner. We take the lead against Newcastle with 20 minutes to play. Cassidy should be claiming that one because I think that was on target. But Botman kind of deflected it enough away from the keeper. We take the lead. 20 minutes to play. Girassi with the ball. We're coming forward again. Kicks it straight into one of their players though. Luca Dean collects for us. Connor Goldson down the line to Diaby. Kamara in the middle. Loses out. Poor first touch. And now Tonali, ball over the top. Kanate controls this well. Goes for goal. Tucks the ball away. It is 1-1. And that all came from a couple of misplaced passes for us. Well, not a lot happened in the first half of this match. Or I say the first half, the first 3 quarters of this match. But it seems to have come alive from about the 70th minute. We are going to do a couple of changes. Girassi for Wilson. Bite the hand that used to feed him. I want to see that commentary line turn up. Diaby's going to come off as well for Rooney. Do we also do Kamara for McGinn? Think that's what we do, and then we'll keep you that way round. Final few minutes, and we do have a highlight. Ramsey collects it, tries to get some space for himself, keeps going for a little run, still going over the bar. Not the idea, not the best idea, mate. 4 minutes of injury time, ticking away, disappearing very, very quickly. The full-time whistle goes. A 1-1 draw at St James's Park, on paper, isn't too bad, is it? I don't think that's particularly bad. We probably, maybe deserved a bit more. How is that going to affect the league? And more specifically, how is that going to affect our title charge? It's still technically on. We do now need Man United to lose both games, maybe 10-0 each, and we need to win ours 10-0 each. So I feel like we're not going to win the league. We could still be second. Realistically, I want to finish where we are. I think second might be a little bit too far out of reach. We now have to go forward and play Fiorentina, which we're going to do off camera because the Europa League's a distraction and we'll come back for the Leeds game. Right, much like the Newcastle match, we are not playing on the same day as everybody else. We're actually playing on the Sunday because we've been knocked out of the Europa League to Fiorentina. We're just paying them back, basically, for last year after beating them in the Europa Conference League final. We thought we'd give them one. So it's going to be an all-Italian Europa League final. Inter Milan, Fiorentina, which, let's face it, we don't care about. We need to keep an eye on what is happening with Liverpool, what is happening with Chelsea, Newcastle, and Arsenal, and arguably Man City as well. There's a lot that we need to keep an eye on. And we have dropped down to 4th. So, Arsenal beating Chelsea, I guess, is a good thing. I genuinely think that's a good thing because when we play Chelsea in the final game of the season, they might be too far away from us. In fact, they are too far away from us for them to overtake us. What else happened? So we've also got Liverpool beating West Ham 6-1, which is why they've flown up the table. Man City winning 2-0. Man United, I think, are now crowned champions after winning 4-0 with 1 game left to play. Then maybe not. Maybe not. It's goal difference. It's going to come down to goal difference. I mean, we're still in the top 4. We are still in the top 4. We're now going to play Leeds and hopefully put ourselves back up into 3rd place. For the Leeds game then, it will be Castells in goal because Martinez has a slight injury. He actually missed the match against Fiorentina because of that injury. Goldson, Torres, Mings and Ait-Nouri in defence for this one. Dougie Luiz, Kamara and Cassidy in midfield. Diaby, Ramsey, Girassi leading the lines. In fact, we're going to go for Rooney on the right-hand side. Apparently, him and Connor Goldson, best mates. So we did lose 2-0 against Fiorentina. We played a full-strength side as well because I thought, you know what? Let's get into a European final as well. And it just didn't work. We lost 2-0. Pau Torres actually scored an own goal in that one. 5 minutes on the clock. Leeds United with the ball. Obviously freshly promoted last season. Melier with it. Closing him down maybe, Girassi? Not bothering? It is this man's name. For Helder. Could have been his name. Lewis back to Girassi. Oh my word. How have you... What has happened there? Callum Wilson would have scored that. Literally, one-on-one with the keeper. Didn't even get it on target. If I wasn't playing this on YouTube, I would have subbed him. I genuinely would have subbed him off because that's frustrated me no end. That chance could cost us Champions League football. That's not even a joke. Rooney with a short corner to Cassidy, back to Rooney, finds Ramsey. Is he going to cross it in? Takes the deflection. Luiz to Rooney, edge of the area. Back to Luiz. Curling effort. It's gone just wide of Melier's post. Still 0-0. We are looking good, but we're not really getting decent shots away. I've just seen as well, it says Castells possibly has stubbed his finger. Why would I bring off a goalkeeper with a stubbed finger for another goalkeeper who's also currently injured? That doesn't make sense to me. It is possibly going to be 0-0 at half-time, although we've got 20 seconds to play and a highlight. Tyrone Mings to Ait Nori. Ball forward. Finds Kamara. Loses out. Voba to Nonto. In on goal. Casteels can't stop it. It's 1-0 to Leeds. I am not happy. I am not a happy boy at the moment. That goal and that chance from Gerassi. We should be 1-0 up. That's terrible. We've been terrible. Sort it out. 6.3 for Gerassi. If we lose this, we are in serious issues when it comes to qualifying for the Champions League. And already in the second half, nothing's happening. Absolutely nothing is happening. We're going to push to attacking. We're going to take off Gerassi. We're going to do Wilson. I can't believe we're doing Wilson. Ramsey's coming off because we're on camera. Why perform when you're on camera? Just do it off camera, mate. It's easier that way. Cassaday's coming off as well for Sanket. Sanket didn't start because he was slightly tired. And I thought, you know what? We should be good enough to beat Leeds. And here we are, not beating Leeds. Voba to penalty. It's an actual penalty, isn't it? Are we going to get VAR or is it just going to be a penalty? We're getting a review. I feel like it will be a penalty anyway. It is. Come on, Casteels. Come on, Casteels. Who is the man to take the penalty? It is Greenwood stepping up. Casteels, bottom left. You absolute hero, Casteels. You absolute hero. Right then, and we've got a corner at the other end to potentially get ourselves back on level terms. Dougie Luiz is the man to take the corner. Where's it going to go? Towards the front post, towards Sanket. Doesn't quite get on the end of it. We win another corner though. Luiz obviously wants again to take the corner. Towards the front post. This time it's Tyrone Mings. Heads over the bar. I don't like corners. We don't seem to be very good at them. To be honest, we don't seem to be very good at football at the moment. It is 1-0 to Leeds. 10 minutes to play. Sanket's picked up an injury. We've got one more sub now to use. So McGinn's coming on. In danger of being booked. Douglas Luiz is just shattered. Boyomo's going to come on and we'll do that. Sure. That's all of our changes. We've got 12 minutes to play to try and find an equaliser and a winner. Greenwood with the ball for Leeds. Crosses it in. Casteels comes out, holds on. Good, right. That's what we like to see. Now we can build from our goalkeeper. He goes for a little wander with his stubbed thumb, finger, whatever it is. Tyrone Mings. Left-hand side is Ait Nori, who conceded the penalty, but luckily Casteels saved the day. Diaby back to Ait Nori. Torres to McGinn. In the middle is Kamara. Right-hand side's an option. Through the middle is Rooney. Callum Wilson's there. What has happened? 2 chances. I know he was offside, but that is 2 chances that we've missed absolute sitters for. We've got a corner. Rooney's gone over to take it. It's towards Mings at the front post. He heads over the bar. What has absolutely gone wrong here? This is a nightmare. This is genuinely a nightmare. We've lost our last home game of the season, and arguably we were the better side. Arguably we were the better side. And by arguably, we were the better side. More possession, more shots, better shots. Their XG's higher because of a penalty. Why did we not score any goals? Right, I'm thrashing arms. You were not good enough today. That's the sort of match we should be winning. Oh my word. That's not good. That is not good at all. It does mean that we could drop down to 5th, depending on what happens on the last game of the season. So, the final game of the season. There is only one team that can catch us, and that is Arsenal. They are playing Newcastle, which is good, because Newcastle are a very good team, as we know from earlier on in the episode. Man United are still technically not champions. They need to make sure that they can beat Bournemouth, or at least draw against Bournemouth. Man City need to hope that they can beat Forest, and Bournemouth win that game. And there's a bit of a swing in goal difference as well. So, there could be some goals happening in the Forest-Man City game. We obviously need to beat Chelsea. That is the long and short of it. We need to beat Chelsea. So then, for the final game of the season, Martinez doesn't return in goal. No, he does not. What am I doing? That's our starting 11. There we go. Casteels in goal. Goldson, Torres, Mings and Luca Dean in defence. Douglas Luiz, who is receiving injections because I kind of need him. He's very good at football. He plays that role. I'll reduce the role there very, very well. So I want to keep Douglas Luiz playing this final game of the season. Ramsey and McGinn will be the other central midfielders. We're missing out on Sanket due to an injury. Rooney, Diaby, Gerassi leading the lines for this one. No Callum Wilson. He's injured, which means he's not going to get his 8 league goals that took him a year and a half, by the way, to score 6 league goals. A year and a half That's awful. Anyway, he's obviously not playing. We miss out on Cassidy as well because obviously he's a Chelsea player, so he's not even in the squad. If we don't lose, we should be alright, yeah? I should know the maths, shouldn't I? I really should know the maths. What do we need to do to make sure we finish third place in the table? And then that's fine. That's all I need to worry about. Right, we are going to change this to be the league table so we can see what's going on. I say third place. Liverpool, who are they playing? Completely ignore them. They are away from home against Southampton, who have got nothing to play for. Man City are already 2-0 up. I said there might be goals in the Forest game. There's 2 goals within the first 10 minutes. Torres plays it back to Casteels. Torres, once again, we need to get this ball forward. Mings is the man. Luca Dean's there. It's gone forward instead to Diaby. And Diaby's passed it straight to Nick Jackson. And Nick Jackson makes it 1-0 to Chelsea. Great. If we lose the top 4 due to a misplaced pass, I am going to be fuming. Girassi has already annoyed me. And now, potentially, Diaby might also be on that naughty list, and he's not getting a Christmas card from me either. McGinn, ball forward, finds Girassi. Right-hand side is Rooney if we want to use him. He's got it alone, and Serhu Girassi must have heard me saying he's not getting a Christmas card, and he's gone, "You're damn right I am, son." That's right, he calls me son for some reason. I'm older than him. He's decided he's getting a Christmas card. He's equalised. It is 1-1, and we've dropped down to 5th. We've dropped down to 5th already. Douglas Luiz's corner comes in. Torres is there, doesn't get on the end of it. Mings keeps this alive. It's off the line from Disasi. Rooney's going to hopefully keep this one alive. Is he going to keep it alive? Down the line, kicks it straight into Enzo Fernandez. Chilwell's nicked the ball off Rooney there. Not ideal. I thought we were going to be in a good position. Mudryk down that left-hand side. By the way, we've played Chelsea 3 times so far in this save. They've beaten us 3 times so far in this save. So this could be number 4. Zaniolo's in on goal, and the former Villa man's effort comes off the post and goes out for a throw. So Arsenal drawing. Thank you, Konate has just equalised for Newcastle, which means we move back up into 4th place. Liverpool still drawing, I assume? They are still drawing 0-0 with Southampton. We've got a corner. Luke Dean takes the corner. It's towards Pau Torres, unmarked. What was Reece James doing? I don't care. Pau Torres has just scored an unmarked volley in the penalty area from a corner. We take the lead as we go in at half-time, and that should be enough to bump us up into 3rd place in the table. We're going straight into the second half. Diaby is not doing so hot, but I think part of that is due to the mistake for the goal. We are up into 3rd place on 76 points. Man United and Man City. Look at this. Look at this. Man City have scored so many goals. Bournemouth are beating Man United. If City score another goal, they go top of the table on goal difference. And they have done. They've literally just done it. What has gone on? I'm too invested in what's going on there to worry about what we're doing. We're still winning against Chelsea. Ramsey to Rooney. Tries to get some space for himself. Loses out to Chilwell. Not what we want to be seeing. And now the ball forward. Nick Jackson, the goal scorer, off on that right-hand side. Gets past Luca Dean. Luca Dean's chasing back every step of the way. Caicedo's effort whistles past the post. Casteels stretched out an arm. Didn't need to get a hand on it. I want to see what's going on. I mean, it's 7-1. Man City winning 7-1. They've overturned 10 goals or 8 goals goal difference. Miguel Almiron may cost Man United the title as well. That's just nuts. Douglas Luiz needs to come off. He's done his job. He's not done well. He's on a 6-5, but he's done his job. Boubacar Kamara will be coming on. Diaby for Doku. Bailey coming on for Rooney as well. I think we'll just do those 3. We've got, 15, 20 minutes left to play? This is absolutely mad. This is absolutely mad. If we can hold on, I say that as Chelsea are coming forward, but if we can hold on, we're going to finish 3rd place in the Premier League. Mudryk scored. It's 2-2. Is that going to make a difference, though? Because I don't know what Liverpool are doing. I think Liverpool are still drawing. Are they still drawing? I don't know. We've got immediately straight into another highlight. Enzo Fernandez to Mudryk, the goal scorer, being chased every step of the way. Romeo Lavia collects it, plays it across to Mudryk on the left-hand side, tries to get past 2 players and does so, crosses it in. He doesn't cross it, he's just bloody scored. Mudryk's not this good, Football Manager. He's not this good. I can't believe what's just happened there. I could not believe what's just happened there. We're still apparently 3rd. I don't think that's true. I genuinely don't think that's true, unless Southampton are winning? Southampton are winning against Liverpool. What's happened? I don't know what's just gone on. The full-time whistle's gone. The season's over. Have we finished 3rd or 4th? What's happened here? We've finished 4th. We have finished 4th. Man City have won the league. But Bournemouth beat Man United, and Man City won 8-1 away from home against Forest. That is insane. However, that is ridiculous that happened. I love the fact that Man City went, we need to overturn that goal difference, so we need to score lots of goals, and they bloody did. So this episode, in terms of results, been pretty poor, hasn't it? A 1-1 draw, a 1-0 defeat, and a 3-2 defeat. However, it means we do finish 4th place in the table. We're into the Champions League with Aston Villa, Chelsea finishing 5th, Arsenal in 6th, Spurs in 7th, Newcastle missing out on European football. Maybe. We might actually get Chelsea going into the Champions League because of the whole coefficient nonsense. But it doesn't matter. We finished 4th. We finished 4th? I don't know how we've done that. What's the budgets for next season? What have we got? £52 million. It's not a lot. It's really not a lot of money, is it? I think I mentioned last episode, maybe the episode before, that we might have a Tycoon takeover. That's been rubbished. It's not happening either. So yeah, £52 million is probably what we've got for Season 3. A few more days later, and we've got some awards. And I've just got an achievement because I am Manager of the Year. Rooney is Young Player of the Year. 24 appearances, 7 goals, 9 assists. Stuart Pearce wins Manager of the Year. 60% win ratio. That's very, very good. And my Director of Football, Rodolfo Borrell, who came from Austin FC apparently, he's very happy. Cheers, Rodolfo. End of season review, and for some reason, our signing of the season is actually it's Rooney, who got, as we know, 15 assists actually in 10 goals in all competitions. Jurassi, 16 goals, 6 assists. Not awful. I would have liked to see a better return for that. Cassidy, very good loan signing. For the 8 starts that he got, same with Doku. I think that's not a terrible return. Boyomo played a lot more football than I thought he would. I brought him in as like a rotation. He got 37 games. Jovic didn't really do much. Harwood Bellis didn't really do a huge amount either. Ait Nori, I feel like he's going to replace Luke Dean maybe next season. That's why I brought him in now, because if Wolves have gone back up, he would have cost a bit more money. And just in case you were interested, Rory Wilson was the top goal scorer in League One with 24 goals. Buendia is still banging in goals and playing games for Fiorentina in the Europa League final as well, which is it's good to see. Now it's been a couple of clicks of continue. It is kind of frustrating that we are 4th, because we were 3rd place for a very long time, and then we dropped down to 4th with a couple of games left to play. We had a bad couple of months. That there, sort of December, January time was not good for us, and then obviously the last few games just kind of shafted us really, didn't they? The fact that Man City won that as well was still ridiculous. The fact that they actually had identical records as well. Just goal difference was different. Europa League, I think we did quite well. We beat, there you go, we drew 4-4 and 3-3 with Red Bull Salzburg. And I think we beat them on penalties in the end, actually. Fiorentina knocked us out in the semi-finals. Arsenal knocked us out of that one. And that one. Arsenal were kind of a bit of a thorn on our side. There's a bunch of finances, in case you're interested. Sponsorship's gone up. Everything else seems to have dropped slightly. I don't know why. Surely our prize money should have gone up. It's dropped by 300,000 for some reason, and I don't know why. Maybe because we didn't win the Europa Conference League. So the best 11 then, it is kind of what you'd expect. We did do a lot of rotating when it comes to defence and goalkeepers. So Martinez only started 32. The back four, Goldson is there, Torres, Boyomo and Luke Dean. Luke Dean only started 26. Obviously, Ait Nori was his kind of direct replacement. Then the further up the pitch you go, the more consistent we get. Jacob Ramsey, 15 off the bench. I feel like we should have started him more. And there's a bunch of other rewards as well. Rooney picking up a lot of things, judging by the fact that he was Fans Player of the Year, Young Player of the Year, Signing of the Season, most assists as well, highest average rating. Rooney did quite good. Golden Glove, I feel like he didn't win that this year. European Golden Boy was Rooney, Next Gen was Rooney, and Young Player of the Year was Rooney. He had a good season. Well, that is going to do it then for Season 2 of this Aston Villa save. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like. Stick your comments down in the comment section below about how I definitely overachieved, and I probably still need to find myself another striker. Although, we did score 69 goals this season, which is the 4th best in the league. Nice. Will we be back for Season 3? You are just going to have to wait and see If we are back, we are obviously going to have Champions League football. We've got £50 million to spend as well, and we're probably going to have another clear out over the summer. So yeah, maybe if Season 3 does roll around, there's a lot of new faces to take a look at.